There we go.
All right. So we have game 6 of the fall 2024 tree tag tournament starting up here. Current standings are 5 wins on Team NVA, 0 wins for Team Wrda. So this game is mostly just for enjoyment, but we'll keep it competitive either way. We do have Wrda, BODSQUAD, and Seow as Infernals. We have hxhiatus, GodMephisto, Pimpyoshi, Paul, Maverick, girabou, and LiMie. Oh, and Zenjia as Ents this game. I hope I didn't say an extra name there.
And the banned Infernal is Lexa once again. It's obviously gonna be the most banned Infernal. Do you think Team Wrda is gonna use Team NVA strat where they pick triple terror?
You know, they did pick Double Darkness Ares right off the bat. So with the Double Darkness, I do expect at least one of them to repick. Be surprised to see a Double Darkness here. Of course, Double Darkness Ares does allow for good map clear, and then they do have the Ares to make up for the lack of hunting.
Yeah, looks like BODSQUAD did mention that they are okay. So BODSQUAD is gonna be Ares. I'm feeling this is their actual comp, to be honest. They're going full out on the clearing. Oh, it's a Blaze. Blaze, Darkness, and Ares. Interesting comp. I feel like kind of old school.
Kind of classic, yes. Traditional comp. They do have strong mid defense late with the Blaze. They do have fairly good map control with the Darkness, and then of course the Ares for hunting. So far, very typical start. We do see Infernals spreading top left, and bottom right. Oh, did
Stream on Discord. Okay. I'm on it.
okay. All right, we'll both do it so we can switch between them.
All right. Nick the seat.
We'll see if we see any new inch strategies this game.
Looks like they are going for the roots Infernals. Infernal team found the DB. So now it's gonna be the classical camping. It's a very weak camping spot, but obviously Wrda can just punch it and hopefully get it uphill.
They are pinging the Infernal location.
Good communication so far. Quick movement speed upgrade instead of a skeleton. So
Very
they're not worried to lose the Dragon Ball. Looks like this is the spot where Ents are expecting DB to be. So it's gonna take a while until they find this one.
We do have Paul and hxhiatus spanning farms in the same location. Looks like Seow is going to be heading up that direction, so he's going to cut off those farms probably before they get upgraded, so not too much feed. No one currently going bottom left. We do have girabou going from bottom left to bottom right, but that he left the bottom left corner mostly empty. No Infernals heading that direction quite yet, so they're not going to waste their time in that area. A lucky call.
HX pinging once again the DB location, so probably girabou is gonna get that one. I would be quite scared to just blink straight up. But Zenjia is not.
Does it
Mephisto
anyway.
as well. So they
It's going to
found
be too far to get any kills there from it. Ping showing up on
Pimpyoshi
Wrda.
pinging.
A lot of presence top right. Looks like Ents do need to spread out their income. If an Infernal goes up top right anytime soon, it's really going to shut down their early income, which could snowball.
They still haven't spotted the DB. They are still trying to search for it. Zenjia cannot see it. He's looking intensely, and I think he found it. Yes. And now they ping the location which Wrda found early on. Girabou is looking to get that one. And the ward is running out, so but running out not fast enough. Girabou will be spotted.
Maverick in the area as well. Doesn't look like Maverick's going towards it. Girabou blinks the
No,
opposite
Girabou.
direction.
Yes, he instead chose to ignore the Dragon Ball. Probably afraid to get caught by Wrda.
We do have Seow going top right, so it looks like he is going to clear out a lot of this farm. However, Paul has already started burning his farms. If Seow heads that way right now, he will get there in time, but it looks like he's not going to. He's going to go down instead. No more Ents left in the top right, so there's only income there. Seow gonna teleport away, so it looks like they're not gonna catch those farms. Does mean that Paul wasted his burn. However, still probably the better play, Paul.
Indeed. Better safe than sorry. And they also noticed that Seow indeed teleported to the middle since it was a piss tree over there.
We have GodMephisto with only 29 gold income currently, so he is hurting. Also, Maverick with 31, hxh sitting at 61 gold for income. Very low. Looks like the ward to expire. HX is going to grab the DB. Does get it before the Infernals are really able to camp it.
Well, obviously Infernals chose not to camp this game. Just let them. Oh, I didn't notice this one to be actually camped. So it looks like it is a slightly better location than this one, although I don't know why Wrda wasn't even trying to punch it up, since this is still the low ground, but it will delay Infernal Ent collection for quite a bit. Looks like they are saving for Erdar, most likely. It's still the most stable strategy out of them all. Maverick picking up Rune Ent. No, they upgraded night vision, so looks like they are not gonna camp now for sure.
We do have the protectors going in right now, or the pissed off trees, to kill the warrior. No
All
Ents in the
three
immediate area. He's there.
all three Infernals are spotted, Zenjia pinging each and every one of their locations. So now and telling every Ent to rotate towards the top.
Teleport coming in on the Dragon Ball. Looks like he will make it in time before the skeleton dies. Pings on
Weird.
Zenjia.
Zenjia is indeed a pretty tasty kill when he blinks up, but there's zero chance Wrda manages to take a kill like that. Seow is coming in, so they are playing around quick early aggression, just how they played the game 1 of today. And
I do want
Zenjia
to point out. Oh, go ahead.
is
Oh, I
spotted.
do want to point out Paul is upgrading farms to level 3 around mid. However, BODSQUAD coming up there shortly, so it looks like these farms will be found as soon as they all hit level 3.
The chases keep going on, they're going hard on Zenjia, but this is the last spot, the last chance for the Infernals to get them, and he gets away.
Does slip out.
And meanwhile, as you mentioned, BODSQUAD is just eating some tasty, juicy farms. So Paul is looking like he's going for a base.
Income is still pretty low for quite a few Ents. Maverick sitting at 43. Mephisto just hitting that 100 income mark at 103. We do have Paul still at the highest income, sitting at 573.
And he's building Fountain of Destiny, so we're about to see what class he's gonna choose. I'm expecting a Sailor, because it's map 3, and Paul is quite a Sailor enjoyer.
He is indeed. We do have Maverick as a rune int already. Looks like he picked up a rune at random. We'll see if he uses that often this game. He does have a rune of recall up sitting next to Seow. No ints are really in danger right now, from what I can see.
Zenjia still hasn't moved. The last time he blinked away from Wrda, and Wrda spotted him. They might try to find him, but it's gonna be very hard to sniff him out.
Seow on the high ground. Doesn't drop a ward at
Pimpyoshi
death.
is spotted, and he takes out the shade.
Seow going towards Yoshi might run into Zenji on the way. He does. Zenji blinks, gets seen. He's going to get caught here. Zenji goes down.
Unlucky for Zenjia.
Unlucky blink. He was running from Wrda and went right into Seow there.
Meanwhile,
Yoshi
Paul
is-
actually took Mystic class, so he is going. That's another good class for a baser. However, we're not gonna see any sailors, most likely.
Yoshi pretty cornered here. Yoshi might go down as well. We do have Wrda going straight up. Gets the blink off
Good
back
reaction.
to the waterfall. Does he?
Yeah,
He does,
Wrda catches this.
does get caught there. All with an
Yeah,
illusion standing on the DB.
a lot of ants usually make this mistake. They forcefully blink towards their invis location, and while Pimpyoshi could have easily lived if he just blinked left side.
Mhm.
So looks like Maverick is taking up the harasser's role, like mid saver, face saver with Rune Ent.
Does look that way. Hopefully, he's able to also use the Runent skills and not just focus on saving mid. I wouldn't say Runent is very good at saving mid. Much better at positioning himself just outside where his teammates are getting chased and saving them, pulling them away rather than sitting mid. Doesn't have any abilities that are really going to help that playstyle.
Yes, it is quite rough to be harasser with Rune Ent, can talk from experience. However, it is quite viable if you try
I
really
guess,
hard.
yeah, right when you save someone, you can teleport them out, but that's then you can't really save yourself very well.
So Ants are noticing that there's still just a single Skelly protecting the Dragon Ball. They still, after 5 games of Eredar camping, they obviously got into the mindset that it's automatically an Eredar coming up.
I guess so. I do want to point out that is the only Skelly on the map. Currently, all other Infernal players are sitting at 0 food.
Slowly but surely, single archer is taking down the skeletal warrior. Seow obviously knows it, but he's in no rush.
We do see less int income than we did 5 minutes ago when we last checked in. Yoshi down to 27, Maverick down to 37, and Paul down to 487. So he lost about 100 income since we checked in. Looking like that's going the wrong direction for what ints would like to see. A good map spread right now.
Yes, very good. There is gonna be a struggles with Eris and Blaze. There's gonna be struggles for Infernal team to just clear the map.
Girabou does
Girabou
blink.
is spotted, and he walks not quite, and he walks, still walks into the
Into
Eris,
the tornado there.
into the tornado.
Also,
Yes,
in that same
a little
current,
panic.
we did have Maverick in the same spot who got seen. If Maverick was able to blink and teleport, there might have been a little bit more of a chance for Girabou to be saved. Teleport Girabou to the Runeit. However, the Rune of Recall totem was very close to them, so not a great spot for that Rune of Recall totem. It does look like to me if he saves any ints with recall, they're going to instantly get captured.
Looks like BODSQUAD found a juicy spot, while Wrda is in the location of the map where is literally 0 farms. Obviously, soon he's realize it and move out. Meanwhile, Seow is
All seen
hovering
by the
around the
world.
Dragon Ball area. Oh,
Paul is being chased currently.
and Wrda realizes this is not the fake one. This is the real Paul. This is the juicy
Ooh,
baser, future soon to be baser. And there's 0 escape route left for Paul.
does
And
does
he
go
goes down with a very juicy feat of 5k.
A little bit of shit talk coming out from Wrda as well. We'd like to see
Only
that.
natural.
HX
BODSQUAD
does
catching
on his hero, and it looks like he is going up toward the Dragon Ball. The skeleton on the Dragon Ball has been moved, so it's free game for anyone to go take it right now. Looks like HX hero will stop on the way over there, but continues the path back up. Gonna find the Dragon Ball not camped. We'll be able to take that for free. They do have the Dragon Ball split up. Limey has one top left, HX having that one mid left, and then I believe the others are on the right side of the map.
So far, no one's trying to save 2 ends that are in the middle. Seow catching the HX's hero. Or is he?
Nice
He
bike
is.
movement. Does drop the Dragon Ball and run away to try to bait away from it.
That's very big IQ play. However, the Dragon Ball was dropped in quite an awkward spot. But Pimpyoshi, unfortunate,
Yoshi
I
doesn't
thought
have a
Pimpyoshi gonna do the big ball play. Literally. Okay, Zenjia panicking at the last moment, choosing not to save. And, that's a fair decision. Now, will he have enough blink duration to escape Seow? And he does. The blink comes up.
Maverick right near a ward here, above mid. Looks like he turns around just before the ward season. Wrda coming in anyway, but does use his reveal.
Pimpyoshi dropped an item to get the Dragon Ball, but
Oh, goes down.
BODSQUAD 6 cents, hold position, kill. Maverick walking into the blue ward of Wrda. So the Infernal teams are going for super early aggro. They're not spending any money on these expensive ass Eridars. Everything goes towards killing potential.
And taking a look at the int lineup, we currently have 3 regrowers, 1 runner, 1 mystic, and 1 runen. Zenjia still does not have a class quite yet. I really want to see how Maverick is able to utilize this runen here. I would love to see him save his teammates a few times.
It's quite impossible because of the range limit. So if you don't have the class training,
Very good.
like all stars have to be aligned to make an actual save using the rune's ability.
Mephisto with an animal flute was seen, but looks like he's going to get away. Taking a look back at the
Zenjia
income.
spotted by BODSQUAD. Looks like he's not gonna chase, he's gonna clear out. And Erodar is coming in. So
And a
at the
very
end
good
of the
art.
day, they still decided to just camp it with a good old Erodar.
They did. They did decide that in the end. I do want to also point out a very good body block from Paul. He blocked Seow from being able to chase Mephisto with his grouping of archers. Bought some time
Ooh,
for his team.
that's huge. Very well played by Paul.
Blue ward dropped next to the Eridar now, so that is going to be a very hard Dragon Ball to get.
That Dragon Ball is not getting picked up for quite a while, or for the entire game.
Maybe never. Once again, Ents looking like they have a very good map spread. They're all pretty spread out, but they are a little hugging a little bit towards the center. However, that gives you a lot of blinked escape routes out to the outside of the map.
10 minutes passed, 20 minutes passed, 15 minutes passed, sorry. And Zenjia almost reaching 100k gold gained. This feed, this is looking like a high feed game, and potentially we're gonna see all of the all of the Infernals upgrades coming up, like skeleton free, multiple Wrdars, wards, outposts. Speaking of which, Infernals did get the outposts, and on this map specifically, they have 6 of them.
Oh
Wrda
man, so that
taking
was
another
a
easy kill.
lucky catch there, yes, from Wrda. He actually was going for HXH. He does dust to try to get HX. HX blinks just before the dust goes off, so he gets out, doesn't get seen by the dust. However, the dust reveals girabou just above. With that dust reveal, it's
Actually, it didn't. It didn't hit HX. He blinked
he blinked
before
first.
it was hit. Maverick walking into Wrda. A bit of a misplay, I would say. But HX doesn't have a mic, so he couldn't tell everyone that he's being chased. Meanwhile, GodMephisto taking out that blue ward. That blue ward, I think, bought them like 3 kills.
Yep.
And that's the power of blue wards, everyone.
Nerf blue wards. Hashtag they suck. Just kidding.
We don't accept blue ward haters. Here. Zenjia positioning his farms very close to the Wrda spot, but Infernal is just not going there so far, so he is still racking. Finally
Yes,
reached the 100k mark, has 40k gold in his bank account.
and sitting at 1,000 gold income as well. Let's see if he starts
Exactly.
distributing that to his team.
Maverick jumping just in the nick of time of not getting hit by BODSQUAD Cyclone. Meanwhile, Pimpyoshi getting hit by the sentry, not sentry, but the dust. However, Wrda was a bit distracted. He didn't notice it. He was looking somewhere else. Pimpyoshi definitely has a blink, and yeah, he safely blinks out, and there's no way of Infernals reaching him because of this river.
Zenjia is leaving the bulk of his farms, is moving right, heading towards Wrda, but Wrda has no sight of him.
Pretty much anywhere you go, you can find some juicy farms laying around.
Yes. Very strong foothold by Limey up top left. Looks like he's getting strong income, sitting at 22,000 gold. But he also has teammates that don't have items quite yet. So I would like to see either some shops go up, or if they don't have the money for the items, I want to see some of this income get spread out between the teammates.
Girabou was spotted by Eris, and but they also lost track of scent. So he escapes safely, and just to make sure, he goes on the opposite side of the map.
We do have a Heart of Recall picked up by Seow. Pretty rare item to see. Does allow you to teleport your units back to either your hero or the mid, or I'm sorry, teleports them back to your hero. And it's a rare item. Maybe he's trying to keep his skeletons alive.
Yeah, Infernals racking up a lot of items on their Infernals. And in 2 minutes, we're gonna reach the dynamic link, which means cooldown of the blink is gonna be around 30 seconds.
Simultaneously, mines will become available for Infernals.
Will hxhiatus go down? No, he won't. Not
We
sure
have
if he was spotted.
Seow and BODSQUAD cornering. We do have HX slipping away on the top. The third Infernal is still staying mid, which is going to be Wrda. Looks like there's no way they're going to catch him as they slip out to the left. However, BODSQUAD's
Yeah.
wrapping around to the other side. We'll see if he gets a good reveal on Zenjia or on HX here. They would both be huge kills.
hxhiatus feeling too safe, way too safe. He did the correct play by blinking on the area on the left side, even without having much knowledge. Now we're just spotting the blinks after image, so they know 100% where hxhiatus is. And once again, the dynamic blink hasn't been activated yet, so I think hxhiatus is safe because he has a blink up.
There comes the teleport. 3 Ents in the area. Ignores girabou, goes straight for HX. HX gets the blink off towards mid, but Seow is going to be there.
Ooh, hx, very sus blink towards a very clear spot. And
lot
it
of
was
burning.
even dark for Ents. So very risky blink, and of course it leads to his death.
Infernal's about to hit 60k in gold. All of these farms are going down on the top. It looks like Wrda's Shadow Walkers are going to die before they can clean up that farm. I don't see that any other Infernal is going to make it there in time. Actually, Wrda is going over there, really wants to get those level 4 farms. However, LiMie's income has still not been touched.
And he uses his even ultimate, yes.
He does, yeah, he really wants those. Zenjia's income still not touched, sitting on 51,000 gold. He has
So
an
right
open
now,
spot.
Mephisto is preparing for a save. However, Seow is smelling something sus going on. Will it lead to GodMephisto dying, or will it be a successful kill? So Seow's reveal doesn't hit the nearly built farms by Mephisto, so Seow doesn't know that he's actually there. Meanwhile, Paul doing multiple pistries. There's Blaze doesn't have a sword.
Well, he
And
does not have
still
a sword.
manages.
Bolt, along with the skeleton mage, going to be just enough to keep HX trapped in mid. HX sitting at 31 HP, so just about a love tap will free him.
Skeleton 2 coming out from Infernal side. Looks like Paul trying to save with an illusion. Because he was pinging it.
Yeah, looks like Seow didn't see the illusion at first, but gets pinged out and he turns around and kills it.
Pimpyoshi spotted by the reveal. He has armor rune. Looks like Seow decides to ignore him because he is very low on income. So he's not gonna give much feed.
Mephisto is
However,
revealed.
Mephisto.
He's going to slip out. A lot of units spread across the map for the Ent team currently.
And Mephisto is going for a face save. Will he? Yes, he is. The moment Seow left mid, insta regret. Probably felt by Seow.
Seow also doesn't.
However, Mephisto getting instantly caught by BODSQUAD. However, and using the cloud, so now there's definitely he gets out. Wow, I'm surprised. Yeah, even Wrda is surprised. I didn't expect the cloud to last this long, this little.
Seow does hit level 20, allowing him to use his mirror image, sending all of his mirror image Infernals to different parts of the map here. Very good spread. Looks like he's going to go up to top left with one of the mirror images and clear out a good foothold that Mephisto had here for producing units. The real Blaze going towards bottom mid. Seow microing every single one of these illusions very well.
Indeed. If only they had skeletons.
Yeah. Maverick slipping
Nothing.
away from multiple Infernals that are clearing the bases around him. Limey with some Nature's Guardians out now. Limey is currently sitting at, let's see, 552 trees were grown. So he is going to be number one on his team. And I imagine these Nature Guardians are going to skyrocket that regrowth rate pretty quickly here. I also some
Maverick was sitting in the ward, so an easy kill for bot squad. He didn't notice.
Easy kill there. Two Clockwork Goblins stuck behind trees from Paul on the left side
And
of the
now
map.
Seow is trying to search for the real Zenjia, but he guessed he went top.
hxhiatus coming in from the left side. Looks like he's thinking about face saving. Doesn't need to. Maverick does rescue him before he gets there. Gonna drop some
Wow,
pissed off.
Seow just one step too low, one step too
Ooh.
little to finding Zenjia.
Well,
And
Yoshi will
he
go
does
down.
again. Wow, he was very sure that Zenjia was hanging around that spot. Bot squad quickly reacting. Keep
Dropping
in
there.
mind the blink. The blink has very long cooldown now, so he's going down. Or is
Hits him.
he? There's still a blink up.
Gets the yank. They lose vision. Does get him with the tornado. Knocks him up in the sky, but struggling to kill the last hit on that rock. We'll
Nah,
get it in.
he's dead. Very well played by Infernal team, by Bot Squad specifically, and by Seow. Meanwhile, Wrda Diabolist is going down by none other than classical Clockwork Goblins, and hx is there to snag it. Meanwhile, Wrda spots girabou, but he blinks into the safe location of the left side, and they don't know which one they want to pursue. No, they looks like they still want to catch the girabou. Zenji is picking the location where he dropped his Dragon Ball, which most of the Ents probably were holding Dragon Ball to cancel Wrda's Q, which dispels the slow effect of the Darkness spell.
Still looking at 3 Ents under 200 gold income, so starting to struggle a little bit. However, we do have Paul sitting at over 500. Paul also sitting on a 38,000 bank.
Indeed, he had these farms in the bottom corner for a while now.
We have a pause coming out.
He is dead. Meanwhile, if we didn't mention it, obviously Zenji's kill was the most important kill on the map right now. It fed huge amount. So Infernal team are literally swimming in cash.
They are asking for a sub to come in here. I do believe we are past the point in the game where a sub is allowed.
No, if really that's the case, I thought that sub can sub anytime.
After 20 minutes of the game, it must be approved.
Meanwhile, Wrda is using this time to talk strategy. And yes, I think it's only fair that if somebody subs for Zenjia, he's going to the Ashes spot. It's a huge loss for N team that Zenjia cannot play any longer, looks like, because he is the highest income in the game.
I do think that a sub is going to be allowed here.
Ooh, girabou just blinking in the nick of time, not getting hit by Aeris' Cyclone. Looks like Seow is coming to finish the job. Okay, these pauses are sus. Okay, so Berto is subbing. So Carpe, what is the situation? What are the rules? Explain to us about the subbing past 20 minutes.
So after 20 minutes, the sub does have to be approved by tournament organizers. Tournament organizers have agreed that a sub will be allowed in this game.
I see. Thank you for informing us.
Of course.
Looks like girabou is going down by Seow. Maverick getting dusted by BODSQUAD, which recently used his skeleton free. Now we're going for full hard in control with skills.
Mephisto popping up a lot of income top right corner. BODSQUAD is heading that direction, but looks like he's going to turn off. Still want to point out that
Seow
Paul's income on the bottom side of the map is still holding strong. That has been there for quite some time.
and hasn't been touched or visited.
I gotta throw a load in. Oh, all right. Bert is going to be revealed on the right side of the map.
He has no items, 30 HP, so he is extremely vulnerable to any of the damaging spells, and obviously they're skeleton free, so even if he touches any of the skeletons, he instantly dies. Meanwhile, HX going for the Fish 3 safe, but BODSQUAD is there in time to prevent most of it.
Girabou is going to get out, but Paul does take the invisible tree invisibility away from Girabou right before he uses it on an advanced builder. So does cut his teammate a little bit there.
That's what Paul does and likes to do. But, however, he makes up in other departments.
We shall see if this advanced builder ultimately, if his life was worth more than
No, Paul
Girabou's.
is saving literally with his hero right now, but looks like it's gonna be one hit short to save the girabou, who was indeed relatively killed by Paul himself.
Paul's farms will finally be cleared out by Wrda on the bottom of the map. Looks like Wrda
And
did fill the two-way tunnel in there.
yeah, and it was literally spotted because Paul did this kind of weird two-way tunnel. Because as you can see, there are no trees cleared there, so he did enter through the other spot. Meanwhile, HX is spotted and he is on blink. His blink is on cooldown, so he's going down once again.
Does get killed there. And also, we do have Zenjia spotted on the top of the map. There was a ping out to him, but I don't see any Infernals heading that direction quite yet.
Seow is microing somewhere because his Infernal is staying still.
Ents are losing map control. We are sitting at the 15-minute mark, so it is to be expected. However, we'll
Oh
see if
yes,
we can stem the bleeding a little bit. Another ping comes out on Mephisto. We do have Seow heading that direction. Mephisto is going to be able to slip right by him. Misses the dust just a little bit too late there. Looks like Mephisto is, I'm sorry, it's actually going to be Bod hanging out and camping mid right now as the Ares. Probably not the best place for the Ares, but the other Infernals are very tied up right now. We'll see if they do switch and put another Infernal mid here shortly. Left side of the map really starting to go dark for Ents here. They have a strong foothold right now in the top right.
Paul's
Mostly
hero is coming to the safe, and bot squad is currently a bit too far, so girabou is finally getting saved. There are 2 claws, so there's plenty of damage to save most of the ends.
Oh,
And Paul,
instantly.
looks like Paul is safe.
Maverick gonna go
Bot
down
squad
as well.
finding Maverick, which was probably hanging around trying to get some face saves.
We do see tunnels going up on different sides of the map. We have Zenjia establishing a foothold top left with tunnels, and we also have Paul in the bottom right putting up some tunnels here. Wrda is going to shut down Paul's foothold in the bottom right. We have girabou on the far bottom right. I would like to see girabou pop up a tunnel here for his team. Also, Zenjia's tunnel hold is going to get seen here as well. Seow is up there.
Paul distracting Wrda with illusion. Oh no.
We have Furious Trees coming
All
in
this
mid. The
time.
bot squad is going to be there in time. Let's see if he kills them all. He does ult to shut down the Furious Trees, but HX will be saved. Maverick will be saved. Not going to be enough damage there, even with the sword and the ult from Ares.
Maverick instantly getting netted.
And
Meanwhile,
Bert going down to
by
skeletons.
Skeleton Warrior, because he has only 30 HP.
Wrda is trying to hunt Paul here.
Zenjia falling down to a mine. Ooh, that is super unfortunate. And I have to tell you, which is already obvious, but Ents not looking great right now.
They are not. No, they're sitting at just under 12 minutes left. Their only foothold is currently in the top right. We do see a lot of archers going out to try to establish a little bit of map control and get some vision. Let the Ents know which
Archers are doing nothing at this moment of time against level 3 skeletons, unfortunately. GodMephisto has plenty of gold. He should be considering upgrading them to huntresses.
All is not invisible. He is going to get seen by Wrda, maybe. Wrda with a late reaction there must have been looking elsewhere on the map, but he does reveal on GodMephisto and Paul right now. Let's see the reaction from the team. Maverick is going to go down to bot squad. We do have Seow teleporting in on the right side, Wrda on the left side. Both Ents are pretty trapped here, and that's going to be the bulk of their income. We'll see if they can clean this up. There is a tunnel. Ooh, and LiMie going to slip away. Paul still sitting up there invisible, but looks like LiMie did distract
Not sure if intentional by LiMie, but it was actually a pretty interesting play, because Paul is obviously saved by the play that LiMie made. However, the mistake was he should have blinked towards the two-way tunnel instead of going down bottom.
Yeah, Mephisto with a great tunnel there as an escape route, but was not used. Yeah. Paul using another illusionant to try to bait
Which is a not very great play, because now they know that Paul is still hanging around somewhere around this island and they spot him. Now all 3 Infernals, even bot squad is leaving mid to catch Paul. They lost the track of him. They don't know where he went. Wrda is counting on that he went left. And yes, they completely lost scent of Paul.
GodMephisto still sitting there next to his two-way tunnel. There is a Fellstalker sitting there now as well, with its minions already summoned. We do have 3 skeletons pushing up the right side of the map, chasing the Nature's Guardian, but the Nature's Guardian is going to slip away with a strong regrow behind it, creating a lot of space. Girabou does get seen here. There is a teleport in. It's from BODSQUAD. Bod's going to get him, knock him up. Looks like Girabou will go down. There's only going to be 2 Ents left here. Both of them are in top right as well. We have
Seow.
Paul right next to Seow, but Seow gonna teleport away. Mephisto still not seen. I think they have no sign of him sitting over there near that tunnel, but the tunnel is about to go away. He does take it before it disappears. That puts him near
Very
mid.
interesting play. Using his tunnel to go towards mid to face safe, and that is pretty huge balls.
Does get the save off. Saves 4, dies 4.
Sacrificing himself to save 4 Ents. Of course, Bertolossi has no chance to escape with his 30 HP.
HX being chased here by
Zenjia
Seow.
dying to Wrda.
Oh, and HX running towards the skeleton. Is the skeleton going to see him? It will. He is going to go down here as well. Does get caught by the net. We're back to Paul and Girabou.
BODSQUAD also found the spot where girabou went. There's TP going on. He does have a blink. And I hope Wrda, I would say, TP'd a bit too early. But it's okay since BODSQUAD still has a blink up. And that all goes to nothing but 1 Ent.
And he is down. I do want to say it was possible that Burning Archer was going to kill Girabou had BODSQUAD not teleported there. But teleporting there to make sure you get the kill still probably worth it.
Paul is spotted instantly, and now let's see how long he can maintain. So obviously Ents has 0 chance of winning, but we can still reach minute 5 for a little bit of a soft bonus.
We will see.
So what's Paul gonna do? Will he manage to survive for 2 minutes? This is the impossible task.
Looks like he is popping up in
no, not
he
at all. BODSQUAD a little bit blocked by his own Felsockers. And he's going down. GG.
And he goes down. Very well played. I do think from the inside, we did see a poor distribution of gold. We should have seen the gold be spread out a little bit more. It took a long time for quite a few Ents to get some items in. Outside of that, it was just a well-played Infernal game. They were communicating extremely well, cornering Ents, and I really liked the hunting coordination between BODSQUAD and Seow. And I once again want to point out Seow with the micro on all 4 illusions from his mirror image. Very hard to do.
Indeed, very well played, very good control game, solid performance. And that concludes the tournament.
Thank you, everybody, for playing. Thank you for anyone watching. I appreciate all the time and commitment that everyone did put into this weekend. Hopefully, we had a lot of fun. A little drama mixed in there, but hey, a little drama keeps things spicy.
GG's. Thank you for organizing. Thank